welcome to another ride along with Goggles. And today we're at Hell Creek Ranch, and we got I spied something new on the map. Let's have a look here. Now, so we're at Hell Creek, and we're going to Havre, but we got this delivery here. It's called Columbia. Now, I don't know. I thought maybe I've been there before. I might recognize it. You go turn left here. I think you go down a little hill here, but I don't remember it being called Columbia. I think that's something, based on this icon here. I think it's something Recon did, so we're going to find out. So we're going to take 63,934 pounds of wheat over to there. So let's hop in and do it. Oh, it's the ATS Custom Classics Mack Cruiseliner and the SCS Lode King hopper bottom. So let's do it. These skins are all up on Steam. We got Zmod CNDT 676, I believe it is. And brakes off, lights on, let's roll. I went with the old style interior this time. I think I've only maybe just one video with this truck, maybe two, but I think I had the new style dash in. So I decided to go with the old dash, which is fitting for the, I'm running the old version of the truck with the old grill. Boy, that mirror is really got a, what do you call it, long range look to it. The right hand mirror, things look real far away in it. So it's Monday, June 5th, and it happens to be my youngest daughter's birthday today, so we're getting this done in the morning early, so we can spend the day doing family stuff, and then tomorrow is my older daughter's birthday. Yeah, they're real close together. We thought we'd try and have kids 2 years apart. And missed by a day. How's that? That's a cool looking outfit. Oh, hey, we got this view going here. Let's have a look. Boy, that Jake makes a lot of noise, but it doesn't seem to do much. Boy, it doesn't have much effect at all. I think I got it turned all the way up. Huh. Well, I think we're doing pretty good out here now with the forest fire situation, but boy, they've taken off in Quebec and down east in Canada. They got over 100, and I think they had 170 fires running right now in Quebec, which is going to cause some air quality problems for quite an area down east. Let's hope they get some rain. Yeah, it's really been dry. Like, you know, I guess it's right across the country because normally, like here in Calgary, I don't turn my lawn sprinklers on until, I don't usually need to use them until July, maybe mid-July, end of July. Well, I've had to run them already. The lawn is terrible. It's just dried. We haven't had hardly any rain. We didn't have the spring rains that we usually get. And so it's a real problem everywhere. Tinder dry. I can't imagine what that's going to do for the won't be long before we're going to be in a crisis for hay for the livestock. We've had that before where well, I mean, the last time I remember it was southern Alberta was tinder dry and there was no hay, and they were getting it from northern Alberta and other provinces, but northern Alberta is dry too. So I don't know where the hay is going to come from this year. Because I mean, it should already be well underway. And listen to the wind noise. I have to check and see if I got road and wind turned on. CMOD. Probably. So this trip is just moderate urgency. It's not frantic. So I guess getting held up by this bus isn't going to be the end of the world. Yeah, this thing's not a real, doesn't really want to wind out. Let's see what we got here. Is this, where's my button? Right there. Yeah, the tack is way off. It says 2,000 RPM and I'm going 1,200, just over 1,200 RPM here. Oh, that's a bummer. Jeez, I wish these guys could get that accurate. That is why they can't do that. Oops. The speedo seems okay. Oh, it's a letdown. Conversations going on the Discord right now, and we'll see where it goes throughout the day. But the value of pay mods and you know which ones are good and which ones aren't. I think it might have been Cappy had the idea to put a channel on there with 4 pay mods and maybe you know, user reviews. We can review them and give our opinions. And now the idea of it, I think I'm going to do it.
Turn right.
But the idea is it's not going to be to argue for or against pay mods in general. It's going to be about pay mods specifically. So if you don't like pay mods, ignore the channel, because your point's made. It'll be about, you know, what pay mods have value. What are they worth the money that is being charged, or, you know? Because in my view, there's some pay mods that wouldn't be good if they were free, and there's some pay mods that I think are even undervalued and that are far exceed what the mod author is asking for them. And there's everything in between. So for new folks coming into the game, we want to know, you know, should I buy this pay mod or should I get that one? And I find that personally, I think a lot of the reviews that guys do are way out of whack. They don't reflect value, and you know, some guys just, you know, blow sunshine up the mod maker's butt. And is it deserved? Not always. And wow, that's close. Those guys almost had an accident back there. But you know, like for example, I still think that the highest value paid mod period is going to be a John Ruda mod, because I mean they're exceptional for the price. Like 25 bucks for a truck. Buy the pack and get a discount. His trailers are really awesome value in a pack. Incredibly nice, like detail and stuff. And there's huge value at the price. If you want more detail on the trailers and everything, the Pister trailers are pretty freaking epic. Like, I mean, those are exceptional trailers, although they're a little more expensive, but you get what you pay for, I guess. And there's the Roland 389 that I have a love-hate relationship with, as I like driving it. It drives really good for some reason. It feels great. But my argument against is, okay, so another thing, plus, in the plus column, is the amount of details and animations are through the roof. And there's just a whole lot going on with that truck. But is it worth the amount of money? I don't know. Because it's based on the SCS truck. So the paint jobs, you know, you got a skin for an SCS 389. It works on the Roland truck because it's the same truck in terms of painting it in the body. And they use the same XML file, or you know, the paint schema works on both. There may be a different XML for the Roland because it has more options, but the paint jobs interchange. And the poly count is really low on the body, which means the angles are very, you know, it doesn't have, like the corners of the hood drive me nuts. So, is that worth the money? And the chassis is nothing special, it's just the 389 chassis. And then you look at something like Blueprint Modding, Peterbilt, or sorry, they're Kenworth, and it's got its own unique chassis. And the Ford LTL 9000 from Blueprint, even though it's not a finished mod yet, they still have to do the sleeper. It's the only one I've seen with a really nicely modeled New Way air ride suspension. Just pretty cool. Adds value to me because that's very authentic to what that truck would have come with as an option. That would be the highest option suspension on the truck. And then let's see another one. Look at the Rush Hour 109 Marmon 110. That thing's awesome. Like, it's got some really nice touches that you don't see on some of the other trucks. Make it unique. It's got, you know, the transfer line between fuel tanks with a shut-off tap. That's pretty cool. Level of detail. It's got, if you get underneath it and look from the back towards the front, you see the transmission really well detailed. Like the Eaton Fuller transmission looks like an Eaton Fuller transmission instead of just some generic block. Pretty darn nice. So there's things like that that make a discussion worthwhile, and if people can bring to the discussion things like that, like what makes a mod what it is, what makes it better, what makes it stand out, and what makes it, you know, have value over something else. So I think I'm going to start that channel as soon as I get a chance, and hopefully the discussion can be civil. So far, my Discord's been epic. I keep saying my Discord, it's our Discord. Everybody who's a part of it owns it, and it's a responsibility of all to keep it sane, and so far so good.
Go straight.
But anyway, I'm gonna let that guy get through the intersection up there, because we'll be starting off on a hill. I'm not gonna come to a complete stop if he's going left. I want him cleared. Yeah, he's going left. Oh man.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Oh wow. I was trying for that gear way too soon.
Turn left.
Like, I like the Pistor 389 a lot. Like, it's a really nice truck. And it's expensive, but not as expensive as the Roland. But it's got a really, really nice dash. But I think there's things it's missing yet, and I imagine they'll get to it someday. Like, I don't think there's beacons of all things. But I don't know. Got the little biplane coming up on the right there. There it is. That didn't come out very good. He should be. There he goes. Can't get myself back on the road. Sorry, car. You know, I have a real problem with KSW, unfortunately, because he's resting on his laurels and selling. You know, he's got one good mod as far as I'm concerned, the 352 Peterbilt. I love the truck, but I don't even drive it very much anymore because I'm so ticked off about. I bought all but one of his trucks, and I feel kind of ripped off because the quality, like, they need to be, I don't know what the term is, remade or whatever. They got to be updated because they're terrible. Like, you look at some of the, like, the modeling of the actual bodies and everything else is great, but the chrome texture is like just gray paint. They haven't aged well at all, but they're still for sale at these ludicrous prices, $35 and $45, whatever, and they're not worth 15. You know, you compare that to a Ruta truck with proper chrome and updated all the time. Like, there's updates, Jesus, like every year there's an update for each of the Ruta trucks, and more updates coming. he's always updating and working on stuff. And KSW just did them years ago. They were done. They were finished before I even got in the game. Probably years before I ever got in. I'm in the game 2.5 years, and nothing's been updated. And they're still for sale for the same price. And I have a problem with that because they just look like crap now. Gray paint for chrome. Come on. And so that really bothers me. There's Chinook. And where's the garage? It should be right there somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right there behind the gas station. You saw some green goblins back there. Anyway, yeah, enough ranting, but I think I'll start a channel and the discussion can be held. One thing I like about the Pizder stuff and Pizder and Demo is they're community oriented, and you know, they do care a great deal about what goes on and in ATS world, and you know, keeping things sane and safe. And I understand they're kind of a niche thing with their truck. It's a little, you know, I guess it's a trade-off. Like they're looking for somebody who's going to buy it at that price, and not trying to, you know, I don't know how to say it, but well, like you look at Ruda's stuff, he sells probably more than anybody else, but his price is lower, so in the end he probably makes as much or more off them. So that's a marketing decision, I guess, the mod maker has to make. How do they get the return on their time? Because there's no doubt about it, it's you know, especially if you're doing things right and building all the parts yourself instead of just peeling stuff off other guys or the SCS trucks.
After 50 yards, turn right.
And yeah, they do deserve a return on their investment. And once again, there's always the old argument, like, nobody's putting a gun to your head telling you to buy it, you know, or they shouldn't be. Yes, I got the old style of the grill on here, and all that really does, there's two versions of this old grill, and one has the signal lights down where I have them here, and one has them up on the corners of the cab below the windshield, in the front corners. And I like this look better. It's cleaner without the signal lights hanging off of the cab. And of course the old SCS Lode King. I wonder if this has drop axles. No, it doesn't look like it.
Turn right.
So, this is where we're going here on the left. Oh, I should have shifted there. On this hill. Oh yeah, this is, yeah, there's that little hill. I think,
After 100 yards, turn left.
I wonder what's going to be different here. We'll find out.
Turn left.
Yeah, I've been here before, but wasn't Columbia then. I have to talk to Recon and see what's different or what's going on here. And there's a road. Looks like you can go in down further if you wanted to. But we're going to go on the scale. Oh, no, we're not. That's just if you wanted to. Wow, we could. That would be kind of cool. Let's have a look at what's going on down there. It's just a drive-through parking. Shoot. Well, we should go drive across that scale. Let's do it. Let's see what we got on here for a load. Yeah, we'll come back around and offload. It's kind of a bummer. I had hard parking turned on, expecting to, but I just end up with a drive-through. Let's see, what have we got on for loads? Let me see if I can make a stab at a guess here. I think we're going to weigh about maybe 110,000. Let's see. We'll find out. Oh, Recon, he's charging us. 110,720. Wow. That was a pretty good guess. Nice. Okay, well, let's get this thing off of here. I guess we'll go back up and around the road. Take the exit road here. I guess I should hop in and... Yeah, I was figuring the trailer at 20,000 and the truck at 25, just in round numbers, thinking that it's fudging both ways, and I thought it would fudge one way down on the truck and one way up on the trailer. So the trailer might actually be more than 20 and the truck would be less than 25. That gave me 45 plus the 65. Made 110. That's why I guessed that. So because I don't think the truck weighs 25, and I have no idea what the trailer weighs, but
You have reached your destination.
I threw 20 and thinking it would be low, and the high number in the truck would make up for it. So wow, that's cool. Oh man, really rough on the gearbox in this old girl. But this is cool, dropping off on a grate. I like it. See if this grate is it, oh yeah, oh yeah, it meant for a 53 or a 45, 48, 53 single. Oh well, we're here with our B double and we're gonna drop grain all over the floor. Excuse me. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, we had our foot pretty hard on it because that was, you know, we were working hard to get that there. So we did use some fuel. But anyway, yeah, I like this truck from ATS. I just wish they would do something about the tack. But see, that frame looks pretty authentic, and it's got the camel drives, like the proper diffs in it. You know, things like that. Like I like it when it's unique. Oh, you know what we should do? That's while we're here. Let's quickly just hop under and see if we can see the transmission on this one. Oh, I gotta get my keyboard. Let's back up. Oh, slow it down a bit. Yeah, there's an authentic looking transmission. It's got the those two where the bolts are, the 4 bolts there and on the right. That's where the counter shaft bearings are behind there. I mean, that's a reasonable effort at it. It's different. Then we got this is what I call the camel back or camel drives with their like look at all the gears going on here. You got a bevel gear set up there and then a vertical drive from pinion down into the diff, and that's Mack all the way. So things like that. That's Mack. I forget what the real name of those diffs is, which is sad because I should know that. I used to. But anyway, and then there's the front frame here. Oh, let me look at that. Gotta go in a little bit. It's got the, it drops down properly. If we look from here, maybe. Oh, hit the wrong key. And down. Oh, how do I go down? There. Yeah, it's got the right angles and everything to it. So, and then of course when you get to the things like the FLX 359, man, that's like crazy good and unique, you know. So these are all things that are open for discussion in that channel. I'm going to start, like, you know, how are the mods put together? What gives some value one mod over another? So we'll get on that. And as always, guys, thanks for following along. I appreciate it. And if you're not on the Discord, join it and get in on the conversation. And as always, take care. We'll catch you on the next one. And bye for now.